If you have any of these emotes, your Fortnite locker must be stacked. Make sure you comment down below which ones you have or which ones you'd buy if they came back to the shop. And of course, make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe if you're new. Let's get straight into it. The first emote we have is Around the Clock. This was last seen over 580 days ago now. This came out at Christmas and was only in the shop 3 times. However, the reason why I say your account is stacked if you have this emote is because the second and third time this emote came to the shop, it wasn't even Christmas time, it was literally January and February. So if you're buying a Christmas emote after Christmas, I mean, you must pretty much buy as much as you can. Not only that though, this didn't come out last Christmas, I don't know why. So actually, not too many people have it, and of course it is a rare emote. And this is one of my favorites, like it's so clean. Next up, we have Moon Bounce. Now, we can all agree we hardly ever see this emote. If you have this emote, you for sure have one of the rarest lockers in the game. Like, nobody bought this. I feel like it could be because there's not much going on. I mean, this emote should have been 200 V-Bucks in my opinion. If it was 200, a lot more people would have bought it. For 500, I don't know, it seems a bit steep, especially when it's just a super simple emote. It was last seen over 580 days ago and only came to the shop 4 times. I actually do quite like it though. It's very unique and there's nothing similar to it in the game. I'm actually pretty surprised it's not came back, especially with the last 2 seasons being about aliens and space. Next up, we have Headbanger from the Travis Scott set. The reason I'm putting this in the video is because when the Travis Scott event happened and the skin released, most people just bought the skin and maybe Astro Jack as well. But I didn't see too many people buying the emote or pickaxe. I mean, the emote is very, very basic. It literally is just a head flying around with the same beat over and over again. I don't think it's a bad emote, it's just very simple. And it was only 300 V-Bucks, which isn't too bad. Also, this was actually last seen over 500 days ago now. So it's been way over 1 year since this emote released. So if you're still playing, you've definitely been stacking up that locker. The next emote we have is Introducing. The reason why I'm putting this in the video is because it's a PlayStation exclusive, and in order to get it, you needed to have PlayStation Plus. You actually don't need PS Plus to play Fortnite on a PlayStation, which means if you have this pack, you must have bought PlayStation Plus in order to get it, which means you're dedicated to the game, and for that reason, you probably have a stacked locker. Like, I've never seen anyone just have this emote and then nothing else, and this is actually a really clean one. I do like to use this a lot. It's very underrated, and unfortunately for the people that didn't manage to get it, I don't think this will ever come back to the game. But let's move on to the next one, which is Busy. This emote is just not worth 500 V-Bucks. It should have been 200 in my opinion. It's literally just blowing a bubble while on your phone. Like, it's so simple, and for that reason I feel like not many people would have wanted to spend their V-Bucks on it. Whenever I come across someone with this emote, whether it's in Party Royale or just in lobby, they're normally pretty stacked, which is where I got this idea from. Not only that though, this was last seen almost 300 days ago, so it is starting to get pretty rare now. Not many people talk about this emote. My guess is because it's nothing special. I personally don't think it's that great, so let's move on to the next one, which is Switch Step. This one is definitely more popular than the other ones in this video. It's pretty clean, the dance is smooth, and the music is good as well. But again, every time I come across someone with this emote, they normally have a lot more rare stuff. It did come to the item shop around 14 times, but it was last seen over 580 days ago. So if you're still playing Fortnite now and you have this emote, I'm sure you have some more rare stuff, and you probably know that as well. Oh, and this emote was updated, so we might see it returning very soon. Next up, we have Out With The Old from New Year's. The reason why this is in the video is because there was no reason to purchase this. Nobody's winning a game and pulling out this emote, that's for sure. So if you bought this, you most likely buy a lot of items. Not only that though, this emote should never return. I mean, it wouldn't make sense because next year will be 2022, or maybe they'll change the emote and bring it back to the shop. Who actually knows, but I guess we're gonna find out. I do have this emote as well, but I just never use it, so let's move on to the next one. Now we have Cartwheeling, an emote a lot of people don't even know exists. Nobody speaks about this one. It's 500 V-Bucks and it is also traversal. It came to the shop a total of 6 times, but again, hardly anyone has this because, again, it could have been 200 V-Bucks, let's be honest. It's so simple. And I've just made up my own fact that if you have this emote, you definitely have more rare stuff. It's honestly not a bad emote though, it's kind of an essential to the locker, so Fortnite, bring this one back. Now we have Capoeira, a 500 V-Buck emote that was last seen over 570 days ago. Nobody has this emote unless they're stacked. I don't know why, it's just one of those dances not many people bought. It's kind of simple, it's the same thing over and over again, but I don't mind it. I think it's pretty clean, the music is good. It's always the strange kind of emotes that stacked people have, because you probably collect emotes if you have any of these. But I only know a couple of people with this dance, and they both have OG skins and stacked lockers, which is what made me put it in this video. Again though, this was updated, so it can return at any time now. Comment down below if you have it, and let's move on to the next one, which is indeed Spyglass. If you haven't heard about this emote, it's one of the rarest in the game. Hardly anybody has this. Again, it's pretty similar to the other emotes in this video. It's simple, there's not much going on, it's not too exciting, and possibly that's why hardly anyone bought this one. I know a few people with this and they're all emote collectors, so they just buy everything. I actually think it's pretty clean and underrated. I do like it a lot. There's just something about this emote which appeals to me. It's very unique. I think if it came back, a lot of people would pick this one up. This was last seen over 660 days ago, and it did only come to the shop 3 times. So yeah, if you did buy this, you're just stacked. Next up, we have Raw, another really random strange emote. Again, when is anyone ever going to use this in-game? But for that reason, that's why I feel like hardly anybody bought it, and for the people that did get it, they have a stacked locker. Also, this is getting really rare now. It was last seen over 740 days ago, and it was only in the shop 7 times. I wouldn't say it's a bad emote, it's just very random. So let's move on to the next one, which is Vivacious, an 800 V-Buck emote which was last seen over 660 days ago. The main reason why I put this in the video is because it's 800 V-Bucks and it's pretty rare. I mean, 800 V-Bucks is a lot to spend on an emote. You can get a skin for that. So that's why I feel like less people buy epic emotes. But to be honest, this is actually a really clean emote, so I'm surprised not many people got this one. The music is fire, the dance is fire, it's pretty catchy if you ask me. Again though, I only know a couple of people that have it, and they are pretty stacked with OG skins and more. Next up we have Tss. I feel like I don't even need to say anything for this emote. We all know if anybody has this, they are very stacked. Pretty much only collectors or people who have a lot of V-Bucks bought this emote. So we already know how stacked you guys are. I am also running a giveaway for 2 Fleet Force bundles, 10,000 V-Bucks and more exclusive items. I'm gonna be picking winners from Discord, Instagram and YouTube. So if you want to go ahead and follow me on Instagram, that's up to you, or be in the Discord. Both links will be in description. But that is gonna be all guys. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.